Hey guys, Ivy Raining here. So it's been a while since I've last seen you guys, but school started, I had to take a break and just recuperate myself. But I am back and I'm ready to go for the Christmas season because Christmas is right around the corner and I'm very excited and I hope you are too. So today I brought you a special video on how I made a DIY ugly sweater. So I am excited, so let's just get right on in it. So for this DIY, you're going to need one red sweater, one wired garland, and here I chose some holly, some beaded garland, and I chose gold, some ribbon in any light color of your choice, some pom-poms in red, white, and green, some ornaments in any color, some more ornaments which are shaped like snowflakes, and even more ornaments which are mini presents for your tree. And one large ornament, and in this case I chose a snowman, and some LED lights. So to start off, you're going to want to arrange your wired garland into any pattern that you want on your sweater. Here I just chose a simple Christmas tree, and how you make that is a simple wire from the top and you just weave it from side to side, gradually getting larger as you get to the bottom. And you're just going to want to pin it down and make sure it's nice and secure, and then evenly space out your branches to make sure that they look even and nice and uniform. Once you've pinned down your tree and it's in the shape that you like, you're going to take some sewing needles and some thread and just kind of stitch each edge into place and make sure it's all nice and secure on your sweater. Once you finish securing your tree to your sweater, you're going to want to take your LED lights and weave them in and out through the branches of the wired garland, and just making sure that you evenly spread them to make sure that none of the lights are too close together. But what you're also going to want to do is wind them around the edges a couple of times so that it doesn't move or it doesn't shift on you, so that it stays nice and secure with the garland. Now take your bulb ornaments and arrange them in any pattern that you want on your tree, and take the wire and move it underneath the wire garland and the LED lights and weave the wire of the bulb around it, under, and then around your ornament to secure it to your tree. Once all your ornaments have been secured in place, take a bit of hot glue and be very careful. Ask an adult if you need help. Take some hot glue and make sure you try to secure all the wired garland, LED lights, and even the bulbs if you have to, if you don't want them to move. Just take some of it and just glue it down onto the sweater and none of them will shift on you. Now take your wired garland and weave it around the same way you did the LED lights, but this time giving it a little bit of leeway room to kind of let it go and loop it underneath just a couple of times, but leave some space to wire it underneath, like giving it that wave kind of look. This part is completely optional. If you wish to have your LED light box in your pocket when you're wearing a sweater, that's totally up to you, but I decided to put it underneath the tree, and so I just took some hot glue and I glued a lot of it to make sure it stayed nice and secure on my sweater, and I just made sure to carefully glue it and then flip it underneath and just secure it underneath the tree. So now you're just going to want to take your little mini present ornaments and arrange them on the LED box however you want, and if you chose not to use the LED box, then just arrange them under the tree just as if you were putting presents under the tree. You can be creative with this, do however you want, arrange them in any kind of pattern. I just wanted to evenly spread the colors, the shapes, and the directions just to give it a kind of scattered look, like they were just put under the tree by Santa. Just make sure that when you arrange a pattern on the box to not get the line where you have to take out the batteries, so that you still be able to take out the batteries while you have the presents on them. Just remember to be creative, have fun with this. Now take some of your white pom-poms, mostly the bigger ones, and you're going to use these to cover up most of the wire that is for the LED light box. You're going to take the big ones and arrange them a little closer to the light box just so that you can cover up the wire, and then take some of the smaller ones, more the medium-sized ones, and spread them out. Take some of your smaller pom-poms, the little tiny ones, and just arrange them like around the bigger ones, just to give it more of that snowy look, because this is going to be your snowy pattern, so that we can place your little snowman ornament on them. And now take your snowman ornament and make sure you apply a lot of glue to the back, because he will move around if you don't put enough. But make sure you apply a lot of glue and then place him down carefully on top of the snow and on the last bit of wire that you left and on your sweater, and just secure him and add even more glue on from the sides. I kind of lost my cameraman for this part, but take your snowflake ornaments and arrange them wherever you want really on the sweater. I put them on the neck of the sweater, but taking some needle and thread, weave it in and out of the hole, and not around the neck, but in and out of the hole to secure it to your sweater. To secure your stitchings, go from the back of the sweater and just make a couple of knot tying stitches. Go in and then through the loop that you just made and pull it nice and tight, and do that about 2 or 3 times to make a secure knot around the back of the sweater where you made your ties. Once you do that, you can cut it and your knot will be entirely secure and it won't move. Taking a round object, I just used a candle that I pulled off of my countertop. This is completely optional, it's up to you. It just made it easier to glue the pom-poms around the sleeves, the ends of the sleeves, but just arrange your red and green pom-poms in a pattern, one after the other, red, green, red, you get the point, but just making sure you secure them with a lot of glue because these pom-poms do tend to fall off easily, but making sure you secure them with a lot of glue to your sleeves, pressing down firmly with your hand to make sure they stay and letting them a time to dry. Do the same thing with the other sleeve, but this time I just put the candle in the other way so that I was able to stand up my sleeve and make it easier for application. I'll admit that I did change my mind about the kind of ribbon that I chose, instead of a bigger, thicker one, because it was a lot more difficult to tie. It got glitter everywhere, so I just chose a thinner white ribbon to tie into a little bow tie. Just going to want to loop that underneath around, and then just tie off the ends, making sure everything looks nice and neat and even. Take your little bow tie, apply some glue to the back of it, and just place it on the top of your tree because this is going to be your tree topper in place of a star. And you're done! You can sit back and admire your now beautiful, ugly sweater. Even though it is ugly, it's still your own creation. You can be creative and do it however you want. Just go all out, be creative, do your own thing, and just rock that sweater. I was very happy with how my sweater came out. I am very proud of it, and I hope you will be too once you make your own. So just enjoy your sweater, enjoy your day, and have a Merry, Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks for watching.